Active listening allows us better communication with others, but do you know what another listening and communication skill is even more important? Stay with me and find out. Happy present moment! Welcome to Jeanette Salvatierra TV, here from the rainy and gloomy Floridian autumn. Do I ever told you that I come from a large family? We are 4 brothers, more than 35 first cousins, and that we grew up very close to one another. So making ourselves be heard from one another was a real challenge. The conversations were like a competition to demonstrate who screams the loudest. Nothing nice, by the way. But that makes me value even more when I have the chance to be heard for someone in the family. When I learned the basics about active listening, my communication at all levels improves. I began to integrate it in my personal life, in my coaching sessions, to teach it in my advisory and leadership workshop to individuals and also to groups. I am convinced that active listening, which means paying full attention, asking questions to clarify without judgment and with a lot of empathy, is essential for any conversation to be effective. Above all, it is an important conversation in important conversation where both party emotions are involved. For instance, in relationships between spouses or between mothers and children, and also in business, especially if we talk with clients and business partners. By the way, my video about active listening on this same channel is one of the most viewed of the entire channel. And that is it's already, I think it's 2 years old, the one in English. The Spanish version is 3 years old. But surely you know that because you are subscribed to this channel. And if you haven't done it yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, activate notifications by clicking on the little bell, and learn about the updated content, simple and powerful, that I offer you about entrepreneurship, leadership, productivity, and also a little bit about intuition and spirituality. As you know, I'm an activist of human convergence for the harmonization of the rationality and the emotionality and intuition to empower ourselves to the maximum and achieve our goals and life purpose. Precisely, active listening is an emotional intelligence skill which is super important for leadership. Not only at the level of organizations, but also at the level of your personal life. You are the leader of your life, the protagonist, the one who makes the decision, and active listening, and the one who's also taking the decisions that will shape your future. Your personal leadership is a reflection of your own self-esteem, of your abilities, and also your personality. So we are all leaders. Remember always that. Always inwards first, so there to lead towards others. But always starting from the inside, from your own self-knowledge and decisions. This leads me to ask you the next couple of questions. When was the last time that you heard yourself? What messages do you have for yourself? Those messages that require going beyond active listening to a more personal and interior way of listening? Active listening applies to yourself and what we call listen deep inward. An active listening that goes further to listen to the other, to internalize the message that you are active listening from others into your own experience. And that will make you, when you integrate that information with your own sense of future and with your intuition, you will be able to build a new reality. This may sound you a little bit woo or strange, magical, mystical, or something like that. And although it's undeniable that the spiritual background of deep listening, I'm telling you that this new skill has been investigated and put into practice, nothing more and nothing else than at the Technological Institute of Massachusetts, or MIT. I'm taking precisely a course in MIT on leadership, change management, and transformation, and especially during complex time. The title is a little bit longer. And one of the topics of this course is precisely the listening levels. Why is listening important for leadership? Because listening above all, listening actively and listening deeply, the leader can connect to reality with the needs and with the possibilities that may appear thanks to creativity. The creativity of others and your own, and also the possibilities that you can intuit, that you can present, that can be appear. These 4 levels of listenings are based on the work of Professor Otto Sharman, and is part of his transformative change management and leadership proposal called the U theory. I'm going to introduce you to the 4 levels of listenings, and in my opinion, the way you can apply it into your life, professionally and personally. These listening levels are: listening level number 1, downloading. At this level, we listen only with our ears, and in this level of listening, we use our habits, our thoughts, but experiences and judgment. Conversations can lead to action, but not to innovation. And this is because, you are reconfirming what you already know. Everything you see and hear is limited for everything that you already know. Maybe at this level, you can apply, or you may apply the step of active listening, but actually you do it mechanically without really integrating into your thinking and action the perspective of the other person, and much less your own inner perspective of change and creation. Listening level 2, factual listening. Realize how different is this process when you open your other instrument of listening, the one that you have beyond your ears, which is your mind. When you open your mind, and at this level of listening, you will collect conflicting data, or data that is different than the one you already have. This is exactly the source of innovation. Your rationality probably dominate the communication, so you may come up with very good ideas, but as you will see, and probably you already know from active listening, you are not listening deeply yet. The following 2 listening levels, the 3 and 4, are what Otto Sharman called levels of deep listening. So listening level 3 is empathic listening. This is the level of emotions, of the open heart. activating the heart as a sensory organ. We already have talked about this in other videos. And this ability can help you perceive the world through the feelings and the perspective of the other person. You forget your own agenda. You delve into the situation and into the emotions from other people's perspective over that situation. And finally, listening level number 4, generative listening. At this level, you are connected with the emerging future possibilities. You activate the third instrument of knowledge, as Professor Otto Sharman called it, open will. At this level, you are activating communication with yourself, with your energy and intuition. How to recognize whether you are at this level? Well, when first, your energy level is much higher, and 2, you are intimately connected to whom you can be tomorrow. It's like if you are in communication with the best future version of yourself, a gentle, a wise being, because you can integrate what you think, what you feel with what you perceive from the environment, and thus decide and take action. Activate your willingness to change. How to go from listening level 1 to listening level 4? How to use each listening level properly? First, since you know the 4 levels of listening, you can easily identify what level you are and change it to the level more appropriate to the conversation you are in. Through mindfulness, through mindful breathing, you will be able to take the pauses that your brain and your heart requires to go from one listening level to another. Of course, everything is a matter of practice. Every day, we have the opportunity to chat with other people, whether in person, by phone, or by video conferences. Be aware of how everybody is talking, and most importantly, how you are listening. And take note how effective each level of listening is for every type of conversations that you have. Also, remember to listen to yourself. As we said at the beginning, leadership change is in the environment and in your life. And the change always starts from the inside out. Listen how you talk to yourself, how you pay attention to your own emotions. How do you act when it occurs to you an idea that can help you to solve a personal problem or a problem from other people? What do you do? Do you write down the idea? Do you take a pause to reflect on the idea? Do you act immediately upon the idea? This deep listening to others and of yourself is the seed of the transformation process that you may be looking for, and the one that will transform your life and the world around you. So let's practice the 4 levels of active listening or deep listening, and tell me in the comments what are your thoughts about this idea. If you applied it, how did it go for you? And well, any comment or doubt that you may have around this process. Well, as I wish you as always the best for you and your business. Blessings. Thank you very much for watching us, and we will meet again very, very soon in an upcoming episode of Jeanette Salvatierra TV.